I wanted to show that we were people who were people of accomplishment, people who were fighting for our rights, not just to teach it, but to record it so that you could see it and believe it. Because sometimes you could read a book and people would say it's not true, or you could tell somebody something and they would say it, they could say it. If you saw it, then maybe you had a better chance of 100% belief in what you were looking at. Now, when I found out that there was no interest in funding a film like this, I had two choices: not make films, which was ridiculous, but how to figure out how I could make films. Because often people thought erroneously that black people were not interested enough in um, fighting for their freedom. I had already identified so much with these women. They were sisters, I knew them. They were up against gender, race, politics, the same things that I had to overcome to get to where I was. So I knew their story. It was just in a different setting, but I knew their story and I related to them in that way. One day, these women went out on the picket line around the um, hospital. The police drove up and told them to stop, and they didn't. So they got out of their vehicles and started beating them up with their nightsticks. And this one woman, she was an older woman, and her hat fell off. They beat her, they treated her so roughly that her hat fell off. She picked up her hat, put it on her head, and got into the police. The next day I saw her and she said, "Miss Anderson, here's my hat." I said, "Thank you." I learned about sisterhood, that we're all sisters and we all go through the same experiences of being black women on one level or another. But we all go through it, whether we want to admit it or not. We all go through it. And the sad thing about it is we're still going through it.